My name is John Runowitz. I'm the manager of creative arts here at the Fortune Society. And we have so much wonderful creative work being done here every single week. And so what we do is once a year we put out a journal called Voices of Fortune that features some of our best creative writing and some of our artwork, and some of the artwork you can see right behind me. And so that's what tonight is. It's a celebration of the creative work we do here at the Fortune Society. And so I want to bring up the person who runs our creative writing program, who edited our Voices of Fortune journal for the second year in a row, and who is just doing a magnificent job. Please put your hands together for Jamie Maleska.
Hello. I hate speaking in microphones. Easy! That's awesome. I'm going to speak out this way. It's totally fine. Thank you. I'm so excited that you guys are here. My mama's here. We have so many. Yeah, give it, mama. Mama. We are here in community, but we are here to celebrate the release of Voices of Fortune. We're here to celebrate Voices of Fortune, which is a collection of writing and artwork from and for the Fortune community. It's folks-ish. I don't know how to do this. I write. I don't do this. They're folks that were inside at the time of submitting are still behind the walls, and folks that are out here in our writing workshop, folks who just decided to submit. There are staff members. It runs a gamut of ages. We have some of our elders here who I'm so excited they're going to be reading and a part of this. There are community members here that are repping from the Kite, from Hala, from Public Works. There is this gifted young cat right here. I'm talking to you. He's like, Ms. Jessica Hall from Prison Rights. I'm going to give you this. Doing extraordinary work. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This literally means the world to me. Osborne Society, shout out. Whoever else, yep. Whoever else I am missing. I do, sort of, if you'll indulge me for a second, there are plenty of reasons that folks can't be with us tonight because they're either still behind the walls, they're taking care of family members, they're taking care of babies, they have to work. So if you'll indulge me, on the count of 3, if you can just say and bring into the space a person's name who can't be with us tonight. Fair? 1, 2, 3. Pam. We hold space for them. We are going to have individuals read folks' work who can't be with us tonight that were published in here so that their words can be heard. And what we're also doing is, you were probably harassed on the way in, we are going to hand deliver on Thursday morning holiday cards on Rikers. So folks that are stuck on the island for the holidays, we can impart words, strength, and just spread love is the point, okay? 2 things, actually 3 things. I need to shout out Ayat and Mr. Emerson. I think he moved, I don't know where he is. They created the design and entire look of this thing. It's honest to God next level, and this is bananas. So thank you, and I appreciate it. I think that's everybody? How am I missing? Okay, you ready? So this humble cat did this. Yeah, step up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not shy about these microphones. I just want to introduce our creator, our art teacher, Mr. Guy Woodard.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I'm not the star. This is the stars. Now, none of these people ever drew before. This is my class. There's one of my students there. He did this. He never drew before, right? Never drew before. And this looks just like her. All of these are students. Some of these are in the book, matter of fact. This is in the book.
Yep,
I'm shy about that. Anyway, that's in the book. That's in the book. I'm just proud of my class. The thing is, not so much I'm proud of it. I'm miserable all day until I get here. You know, I actually like y'all.
They want you on the mic. They insistent. They did
I
that.
actually like y'all, so it's a plus for me to be here. You're lucky to have me, though. You are. No, don't get this twisted. Wait a minute. Hand me that right there. I draw with a ballpoint pen. I was a counterfeiter, and I went to the feds, and they wouldn't let me paint because I couldn't have nothing toxic. So I started drawing with a pen, and I'm the best on the planet. This is a pen. Now, it gets better than this. This is just what I have here. I'm the best on the planet. Well, there's two of us, but I'm both of them. You know. But I'm going to have a major show in March, so you really are lucky to have me. But I'm so lucky to have y'all. I mean, I like everybody in my class, everybody, and everybody. Look at my man. Everybody makes me proud. But yeah, the class is Monday and Thursday at 1 o'clock, 1 to 2:30, and Tuesdays now from 5 to 6. And please sign up, or actually you could just walk in, if you know. But yeah, you'll get something out of it. I'm really good at this. You know, I didn't know until I see this. I'm really good at it. They really did it. It wasn't me. So, but please sign up, and it's a worthwhile program. It's part of the whole art program. Creative writing, we work together. The music, the whole thing is together. So thanks, and sign up, right? All right.
Now, Jamie, I'm going to ask you to step to the microphone. It won't hurt you. It doesn't bite. And you have to introduce our MC for the evening, please.
We have two. None other than Mercedes George and Mr. Joshua Soto. So they're going to be trading off. If at any moment there's somebody in the audience that didn't sign up and they're, touched by the Holy Ghost and want to come up, totally do it. Whoever, I'm saying, that's going to be easy. But totally come up. Whoever is sort of off stage, if it's either Mercedes or Joshua, we can just add your name to the list. Okay? Let's go. Thank you.
Yeah. All right now. So is everybody ready to have a good time? I hear we're going to have some music, some poetry, even a monologue. We're going to have some spoken words. I'm going to get right into it. Josh, you want to introduce yourself a little bit, and then we can just get into the next person.
Okay, so if you guys don't know this, Mercedes. My name is Joshua. We're the MCs for tonight. We're hosting, and we both come from Fortune. And, we came a long way. I'm still in Fortune, so we're going through the process. And, everybody goes through the progress, so I'm happy for everybody who's been there, done that, and, came, saw, conquered. You want to shout out anybody, anything?
Basically, just get with this program, this creative writing, and as well as the arts that they're doing. They also have rap, if you're into that. They have rap classes, and they also have acting. So if you're into that too, and in some cases you have stipends for the things, so you definitely want to get into that. So I'm going to get into the first person. I know this person because I did a little poetry with her at can't remember the spot right off the hand, but she's very good. This is my girl right here. I want y'all to give it up to her. Give us a round of applause. Munchie.
All right. This is easy for me. I'm gonna give you a little dialogue. Jamie, I came through Fortune Society a while back. I got my OSHA and all that stuff here through the ICANN. Jamie, I'm coming out to support, but my mentor is from the Kite, and her name is none other than Gigi. This poem I'm gonna do, top of my head. I'm 57. I'm 57, yeah. Proud to say that. This poem, it's deep. It's meaningful. And when I give you what it means, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, the name of the poem is called Me for She. For all the times that you cursed me, for all the times that you hated me, I know it wasn't for me, but for she. You couldn't get along with me. You couldn't understand me. You didn't deserve to treat me the way you did, but I know it wasn't for me, but for she. Well, my sister, the culprit is no longer amongst us, but no longer is she. So now all the love that you didn't give to her, you can give it to me. I'm gonna tell you what that means. That poem was written, of course, the me is me. Would you take a guess on who the she is? No, the she is my mother. The poem was written for my sister. I'm going to have a book that's coming out soon. It's called The Naked Truth of Incarceration. It's on page 9, that poem. That poem was written to my sister. Me, as a presently, formerly recovering addict, and my mother was a presently, formerly recovering addict. My mother just passed. So my sister used to be angry with me. She used to hate me. She used to give me everything that she wanted to give to my mother. Now my mother is gone, so she don't have to hate her no longer. Now the culprit that was amongst us was the drugs. But the culprit is gone, but so is she. Thank you.
I don't know what happened here, but right. I guess some people are sure.
All right, so I guess we're starting it up, and the next poem is going to be by me. Good job, Josh. All right. Before I start, I want to give a special shout out to the ATI members, people that's been in ATI before, people, that's been in the groups doing it with us. I also want to give a special shout out to my counselor, Shola. He's not here today, but he's the man. If you've seen him, you know him. So this right here it was a letter to me. It was a letter that we did in creative writing class with Jamie, and it's more of like a letter to the old you. You look back and you're like, damn, I was that person before, but now I'm here now, So, Dear Joshua, you was working on a route, but then you failed. You had your chance when your homie paid your bill. I know this full-time job seem a little stale. Take the hard route even if it don't feel fair. Hourly wages, government taxes make you pale. But if you save it wisely, you can end up with the grail. Crown on your head, feeling righteous, you've prevailed. Run with it. Don't let them take it from you. And don't give it away, because I will hate this from you. You're going to smoke and drink when you're not supposed to. The system's going to eat you alive, crabs and soul food. Remember how you sold your soul too. You still did dirty works for others when I told you. You can be a bigger man. You can make your own moves. It's a new time. Trapping again, locked up is old school. If you get remanded one more time, then you'll be old news. I know you ain't listened to them, but please listen to what I told you. The next person that's coming up is very special to all of us. If anybody's been with him in ATI, he's a really good guy, really charismatic, and he knows how to get the crowd jumping. So we got Greg. Greg's in the building. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Look, all I want to say first off, I appreciate everybody that helped me in my little journey to sit there and become who I am. counselors, staff members, even students, because y'all play a part too. When y'all sit there and talk about your own feelings and emotions in these classes, they help other people cope as well. So do understand, you might be here for one reason because you made a mistake, but if you take everything that's around you and that they offer you, you can make a better person out of yourself. The poem today is called Equality by somebody named Jimmy. Y'all know him. I'm not too sure if I do remember Jimmy, but as the poem goes, Black, Asian, white, Latino, Arabic, it doesn't matter. We are all part of the same human race trying to climb the ladder. All children of God, red blood running through our veins. Racial equality, we all still experience growing through the pain. Police, quick with the trigger to save, to serve, and to protect. They play God, taking innocent lives. We object. I have a dream that we could all stand and play the same team, equality.
Awesome, awesome. So next we're gonna have up is John Rufino, and John Rufino, and after him is Jerome.
How y'all doing, everybody? Thank you for coming out, showing support. Big shouts out to my man Angel, Jamie, everybody else who came out. Everybody, let's see y'all. Yeah, I wrote this about a few months back. Jamie requested. Hello. I don't like the mic, man. All right, my fault. All right, this is called Incarcerated Population. This humanity is insanity. This injustice is disgusting. When you mean justice, do you mean just us? Profit off our pain like we were a customer. How about teaching us life skills to battle life's ills? Because there's no one left to warn us that life kills. Mentally ill, living. Sorry. This humanity is insanity. This injustice is disgusting. When you mean justice, do you mean just us? Profit off our pain like we were a customer. How about teaching us life skills to battle life's ills? Because there's no one left to warn us that life kills. Mentally ill and locked in a cell, living in hell. Why are we even here? Because we can't afford any bail? Maybe I shouldn't have stolen that food off the shelf. Wish I would have known how to provide for myself. Wish somebody cared enough to get me some help. Sound familiar? The system is a killer, and we're just survivors or victims of the prison who imprisoned us and left us disenfranchised like a sinister pet. The system is the killer, and we're just survivors or victims of the prison who imprisoned us and left us disenfranchised like a sinister pedo reverend at the pinnacle and used his influence for diddling. This is just sickening. It's population control. We're treated like wild dogs without a bone. Turn a cage to our home. How about rehabilitation instead of mass incarceration? More like mass annihilation with no hope for reassimilation. They turn a blind eye, but they aren't aware. The same way we aren't scared, just left scarred from battling on the yard. We might be gone and forgotten, thrown in a hole till our souls become rotten, planning to do it better because we might be gone and forgotten, thrown in a hole till our minds, souls become rotten, plotting to do it better because we were thinking there's no option, all because we're locked in. This mentality is toxic. Then they say we're equal and they keep you down, harass and beat you. Black, brown, yellow, and women too. Sorry, I'm not sorry, sir, that we're not like you. We're delighted to be spiteful just to spite you. So insightful to incite a riot and make you as fright-filled as a jumping headfirst. So insightful to incite a riot and make you as fright-filled as jumping headfirst off the Eiffel. That is old news like the prequel. They say birds fly high, just look at the eagles. This is the preview of the sequel to Rise of a Nation called Rise of the People.
All right. And our next person that's coming up and, spitting a little more knowledge. As you see, there's a lot of people dropping jewels. We have Jerome Valencia, so give it up for Jerome Valencia.
Thank you. Good evening, guys. I'm actually going to read a poem called Verbal Accolades or Alkalades. And I chose this particular poem because this is something that I'm going through right now. And it's by Miguel A. Let the weary drown in his own sorrow, yet he smiles as they rip into him and tear him down. He's earning, actually. I guess so he realizes that you define as blemishes adds character to his personality. He's an active addict, so passionate, so compassionate, so charismatic, so endearing. People draw near him as if he was a magnet. And he can't understand it. Truthfully speaking, he actually hates it, damn it, for he sees himself as the true life version of the movie A Bronx Tale, where the worst thing in the world is wasted talent. Yet on rare occasion he performs. The people applaud. They scream, bravo. They say he's so superb, indeed. Verbal accolades received for his finding a way of putting feelings into words. But where does he go from here? Where? He's afraid of success, and he's definitely afraid of change. His excuse to himself and others is, what will he write about if he lets go of the pain? He can't get well, so he gets ill. Because no matter how convincing his excuse may sound, deep down, it doesn't sit well. And him being known for his brutal honesty can't be walking around as if he doesn't know that shit smells. Therefore, he grieves within, being that he can't see what you see in him. He winds up disappointing everyone that believes in him. He has no training, he has no coach, yet he fights knowing he's going to fall. For in his eyes, he'd rather be known as a loser as opposed to not being known at all. Thank you.
So next up is Mariana Houston from the Osborne Association. And after that is Michael.
Thank you all for letting me come to this open mic night. I'm a friend of Jamie's. I teach writing at Osborne, and Jamie let me come to one of her classes. And during that class, she gave out photographs, and she said, write whatever you want with the photograph. So this was the photograph that I chose. Woohoo. All right, so there's that photograph, whatever. And I called her Sholanda, and I said she was 18 years old. And this is what I thought she might say. You know what pisses me off? And don't interrupt me because I have something to say. No one thinks I'm smart. And I am not only smart, I am so much more smart than those dumb bitches who judge me. I was in a library the other day, a really fine one on Lexington and like 78th Street, looking for a Maya Angelou poetry book. I knew what I wanted. And someone comes right up to me and looks me in the face and asks, "What are you here for, miss? There is no lingering in this space." I took one look at that bitch and I said, "You want to know what I'm here for? Justice, freedom, and learning. How about that? What are you here for? Looks like you're the one lingering." Sholanda turns to walk away. Hey, let me ask you something, lady. Do you know who wrote "I am the dream and the hope of the slave"? You don't know, right? How about "The angels have crouched too long in the bruising darkness and have lain too long face down in ignorance"? You know who wrote that? You don't know. I didn't think so. It's Maya Angelou. So step aside, bitch, because I am looking for her poetry, and I don't want you in my way. Thank you to Jamie.
Wow, wow, wow. Awesome stuff going on here. Up next, we have Michael, and right after we have the amazing Felix. So everybody give a round up for Michael.
Just quickly, I just want to make one announcement. I'm sorry. Just please don't walk past this way when you're coming or going, because they're filming live. They're streaming live. Thank you.
And one thing I have to say, this guy right here, man, was one of the first people I ever encountered coming into Fortune Society, and he just has a lot to offer, man. I give your ears up for this man right here, because he even gave me advice once or twice. He knows what he's talking about, man. This guy got jewels for y'all.
I got a couple things to say, so I'm gonna start off with this. When I first came to this program, bro, I was a dickhead. I'm sorry for cursing, but I was a complete dickhead. And I was not gonna stop getting high, and I was not gonna change, and I didn't care that I was gonna go back to jail type shit, you know what I mean? As time grew on, I had a few individuals in here that I could name out: Kelsey, April, Jamie, John, Dave downstairs, that judge was like, yo, bro, you have something in you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I didn't see it, and I didn't care. I was like, I don't wanna hear that. I'm gonna do the same thing I always do. Come back out and fuck up. But this time around, it was something different. But I do got these two pieces I'm gonna show y'all today. The reason why I'm gonna show you these two pieces, they both show different perspectives of where I was standing at when I wrote it. First one was on my way to take this GED class here that I did not want to go to, because that's my own perspective, but it starts off like this. Another day in my poverty life. It's playing like Monopoly, hope my property rise. My step like the dice, man, I gotta get my roll, stack my dough, and change my poverty life. Another day in my poverty life. It's playing like Monopoly, hope my property rise. My step like the dice, man, I gotta get my roll, stack my dough, and change my poverty life. A dollar means something, Mr. Governor, man. You're controlling all the ruckus that's disrupting my plans. I was bumping Meek Mills to Meat Mills. I speak real, I got a couple dollars in my wallet just to eat meals. Should I save it for recording? It's important that I notice I invested in my clothing line. When I wrote them lines, I evolved into multiplying the statistical Latino that's autistic. Hold on, excuse me, Mr. Government. I ain't going back to jail. I ain't going back to sales. I ain't going to a product that's narcotic. It's psychotic if I sell again. I feel restarted if I woke up in the cell again. Excuse me, Mr. Government. I ain't going back to jail. I ain't going back to sales. I ain't going to a product that's narcotic. It's psychotic if I sell again. I feel restarted if I woke up in the cell again. Another day in my poverty life. It's playing like Monopoly, hope my property rise. My step like the dice, man, I gotta get my roll, stack my dough, and change my poverty life. Another day in my poverty life. It's playing like Monopoly, hope my property rise. My step like the dice, man, I gotta get my roll, stack my dough, and change my poverty life. One pair of kicks, Nikes, the main flick. One pair of jeans, alcoholic sister. Kept my wardrobe, hopping train toes. Mr. Presidente, you can kiss my a-hole, whoa. Cause this poverty will pride create a monster with a vengeance that's investing getting money by your property, huh? That's Monopoly, well, isn't it? You find me up in Bahamas Beach living my dividends. Excuse me, Mr. Government. I ain't going back to jail. I ain't going back to sales. I ain't going to a product that's narcotic. It's psychotic if I sell again. I feel restarted if I woke up in the cell again. Excuse me, Mr. Government. I ain't going back to jail. I ain't going back to sales. I ain't going to a product that's narcotic. It's psychotic if I sell again. I feel restarted if I woke up in the cell again. So that's my first piece, and so now this second piece, I'm going into a deeper side of me I recently reached a couple days ago, and then the reason why is because I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not human. You know what I mean? But I am human, my fault. Whoa. But I fucked up though, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and the reason why I feel like I gotta share this piece is because I'm pretty sure there's like what? How many people in here? Like 75? Something like that. And we all fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. So the second piece goes, another relapse, perhaps I make it. I breathe back and see that I'm faded. Mrs. Bartender, pour another shot now. Pour for my niggas as I'm pouring out my doubt now. Another relapse, perhaps I make it. I breathe back and see that I'm faded. Mrs. Bartender, pour another shot now. Pour for my niggas as I'm pouring out my doubt now. Why I feel like something's missing. Why I feel like I'm just living all dismissive. Women wanna love me and my family do too, but I'm constant for with anger, but I cover moods too, damn. Same book, different title. Posting freestyles for a while, but I'm never hitting viral. Why? Cause I ain't good enough? Fuck your opinion. I do this cause I love it. I'm just stuck in the mission, damn. Will I ever see the other side? Or am I living in my mind and I'm just thinking like I'm colorblind? I keep drinking, nigga, you can go to jail for this. Judge Wong don't get along or even care for this. He'll even kill you through your mental in the penitentiary that isn't meant for me and leave you till you're dead too. Is it worth it? 3 to 5 years. You said you love your mama, but you still provide tears. If you drink another shot, then your fears would die here. Will I face it? One trigger and your fears would die here. Damn, young nigga, don't be considered a dumb nigga. For a feeling that you're feeling that is numb, nigga. One advice, either write it or just run, nigga. If you do it both, then your feelings will just run, nigga. Now, I shared that piece with y'all because I shared that piece with y'all because, like, I appreciate if you don't film this, though. This piece, what I'm about to say.
Awesome, awesome. Michael, that was awesome. Next up, we have Felix Gomez. Guzma. I mess up a lot of people's name. I'm sorry. I just want to say, before Felix get on, that Felix is, I've worked with him as far as in acting, and Felix is an awesome guy. And I just want to let him know that he's much appreciated, especially as we share the arts. So come on up, Felix.
Hello, this piece is actually on page 45 of the Voices of Fortune. I'm not going to say the title till the end. This is actually written from the perspective of life and how it revolves around us. Who am I? I watch you like a wolf, letting you believe in the tooth fairy, Easter Bunny, and Jesus. While I play chess, placing situations in your path, persuading you into moving the pieces I want you to. Making your holding on for dear life to favorite crayon in hand a way of life. Broken glass, chalk line masterpieces, bodega cats fearing nothing until May take flight when hearing gunshots let off. Everything you know around you, 100% set up. Tell you the block ain't hot at all, go ahead, post up. Make everything all good appearing off center. The measure of a man the same as the next one swallowed up by the hell of the dirt and grime. But I won't tell you that, I'll put crack in your outstretched hand when you only want light. Family reunions and funerals. I make you question if a difference really exists between the two. The life of another means nothing compared to the crispiness of 2 patent leather shoes. The girl you love, I'll turn all the good within against the world, have her birthing more hate. Who you were growing up will be long removed from memory. A stone's throw away, I'll bury everyone close to you, especially the men you know. Fathers, brothers, uncles, leaving women survivors attempting to break the cycle in your absence. So uncomfortable, I leave the innocent with eyes wide shut, seeking the peace of heaven through prayer. Have more praise and work of triple beam than the Holy Trinity. Saints and sinners wear the rosaries the same way. In the dark, Lord, please don't let me die tonight, they say. Knowing not food for worms are they to be, struck down by bullets having no names. Rapping, trapping, and ball, the only out. Many churches but streets are of little faith. Fuck your dreams, fuck your education, and fuck your feelings. And the horse you rode in on, there's no escape. Try as you might. Your soul and those of everyone that walks this earth belongs to me. There can never be peace to be expected, be found in sleep, where the monsters sleep. Who am I? I am poverty.
Wow, 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 guys. I hope you're really feeling this and getting these quick nuggets that's going on right here, because it's really something powerful that's going on in Fortune Society lately. And it just, come down to appreciate a lot of guys that's here, especially Felix and the other ones that shared already. And our next person is Irio Jacobs. Irel. This man right here, he got the funk, man. Give it up one time for Irio.
Yes, Lord. All right. I just wrote this piece earlier this morning because the piece that we had in here, I think I recited it already. So this one is something I just wrote earlier today. I'm standing on a floor that's shaky. My thoughts is running wild like I'm going to trial. I remember my remembrance when my shorty was flipping out on me. I'm in court trying to plead the fifth. What's up with the court system? This case is a dismiss. I'm trying not to allow the judge to walk over me, the prosecutor to blast me. Court clerk, I need a new lawyer, checkmate. Instead of trying to help me transition myself, you want to throw me in the cell next to Bubba Ox. Like the good book said, the devil is a lie. I hope this last line encouraged you. Today is justice for all. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only beloved son, that whoever should believe in him should not perish, should have everlasting life.
Awesome. So next up is Shamel, and I just want to say I also acted with Shamel, and he's awesome. So let's give it up for Shamel Stedman.
I just want to thank y'all for the applause. Thank y'all. I want to thank my counselor, my therapist, and Miss Jamie for giving me this opportunity to be up here. Thank you. Yeah. So I have two poems I'm presenting. They're both I Am Me. So first one goes, I'm a book ready to be read. I'm a poem ready to be told. I'm an actor with no passion. I'm a child of hers and his. I'm the life through their dreams. I am me. Second one goes, I am love that no one can feel. I'm the thing that most people hate to see do good. I'm the passion that's within you. I'm the soul no one can find. I'm the poem that lived. I am me.
Wow, it's just amazing. It's a lot of people that I've worked with that is coming and showing up, and I'm loving it. So I want y'all to give a nice round of applause to this woman. Her name is Lucia Mason. Awesome.
Thank you. Good evening to everybody. I know every one of us, there is a period of time where we wonder where God is. And my point, I was asking God, God, where are you? And he told me he separated the land from the waters. And, it caused me to go into meditation to see the great things that he have done. And the name of this poem is There's Nothing New. There's nothing new. In meditation, I communed with my own heart and saw the marvelous, magnificent, omnipotent plan of the Almighty. Then I wondered what can be considered new under the face of the earth? To my amazement, I found nothing, absolutely nothing, but a pattern. The renewing of the former things into the present, and the present gives way to the future. In autumn, the trees begin to shed their leaves. By winter, they stand empty and lifeless, enduring the blizzard that comes their way. Spring brings along rebirth, leaves and flowers, buds and blossom. Summer, they flourish with maturity and their fruits come tumbling down. Is there anything new but a season for everything? There is no remembrance of the days of the week and how they take their turn. As for the months of the year, surely they come on time. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow bear witness of an everlasting cycle. The moon has its time to shine and never misses an appointment. That which was built on solid foundation knows the way. Though time waits for no man, surely there is a time for everything. There is no remembrance of the wise man more than the fool. Wise man or fool dies for himself. From creation, the humankind is, was, and always will be. Though many descend and many keep descending, yet, like suns in the hourglass, generation increases more than they which were before. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. There is absolutely no new thing but a time and a season for everything.
Okay, guys, and next up we have Margarita. She's gonna share something with us, and I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. So everybody give her a round of applause, please.
So I've never spoken to a microphone before, so
it's not that
hopefully you can't hear me. All right, so I wrote this October 17, 2017, when I touched down at Bedford Hills. So you're probably like the second group of people to hear this. But first, I want to thank Jamie from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Ali for staying, listening to me, and everyone at the BLC. So hope you guys like it. It's kind of long, so. If time is of the essence and life's based on divine intervention, with the recollection of misconception, how do we mention in which the reflection that sets in with such tragedy? Magic beings are unlike objects we see in magazines. The power to transform is blasphemy. You see as well as I see in this era of terror. Terror is actually happening. It's happening because we choose to let it, because we can't forget its power is kinetic. To dead it, we must edit all we fed it. We fed it lies, we fed it secrets. We fed it all that we could never keep in to keep us from going off the deep end, to believing and receiving all of life's valuable meanings. Meaning what we choose to dictate and reiterate is on us. What we choose to accept comes from trust. Is love and lust still a metaphor we choose to ignore? Is begging for mercy and living life still part of common controversy? What's political is literal. Ask any criminal, they'll tell you they fell through the cracks, through the system, through all that we envision. It isn't fair, but who cares? Who's there to listen? We can all wish upon a star, but to realize who we are, it may take a century of re-entry to the empty tendencies we couldn't follow. The past is always so cold and hollow. Some things are set in stone, so it's hard to swallow. I wallow in my regrets, but please don't follow in my steps because I obsess the depressed state of mind that I've been in. With all the time that I've been given on this heavenly earth, seems like after birth I've been cursed with the worst hurt. In hopes to overcome my hurdles, in the quest of conquering my fears, should I let go of what I hold dear? Especially when the objects in the mirror seem closer than they appear. You can riddle me this and you can riddle me that, but the way life plays out, facts are facts. Should we ever go back and track what we lack, or pray in silence among the violence with our fingers crossed? May we stop the riots, but walk in peace. Because what's in the streets in the Middle East is something we can never defeat. This generation has raised an awareness to materialism. Our president can't even stop terrorism. It takes heroism to bring one back home, but the question still remains, can one flame have the power to ignite the world? I'm living life just like you, turning lies to truth, with nothing to do, with nothing to hand, with no ground on the stand. Is this part of God's plan, or am I a product of my mistakes? Am I the epitome of what life can give and take? Please tell me what's left to embrace. If time is of the essence and life's based on divine intervention, should we mention in which the reflection that sets in stays in the rear? Because all objects in the mirror seem closer than they appear.
Fire! Next up is a good friend of mine. I haven't worked with him yet, but Gregory Pierce. He should be here. All right, here we go. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Greg. Before I get started, I just want to say this. For a long time, I had no self. I lived within drugs. That was myself. In 1984, I was sentenced to 16 to 32 years. I was forced to get to know myself. And this is what came out of it. Tears rolling down the side of my face, falling without a place to drop. George, you have killed all that lived in me. Why is the search for happiness so full of pain? Oh God, I can't understand. A sun without a sky, a moon without a night, is all my eyes can see. But here I sit, reaching for desires that used to be in me. As time passes by, I wonder why I couldn't make it. But here I sit again, reaching for the desires in me. As time passes by, I try to understand, am I a boy or am I a man? And if days went by and things got harder, I found myself being slaughtered. But then I reached back into myself and I found that inside of me there was a God. So here I sit inside myself. Oh God, please come into me.
All right, Gregory Pierce, everybody. And we have another person coming up by C. Mims of the Fortune Society Intake House. Give you a round of applause, please.
Hi, everybody! I would just like to thank all the poets that came before me. You guys are amazing. And this piece that I'm going to share with you guys tonight is I wrote it for the next generation. The young men who don't seem to understand that they are killing us for fun. This is for all the young men in the room. This is for all the young men across the nation. And it's called I Hold You in My Arms. I hold you in my arms like a baby. Together we could find a better way, see? Can't keep living how we living. So divided and still hating from a distance. It's a setup. That's the point y'all missing. Don't give them what they want. Pull your pants up. Stand tall. Face front. You're a king or a queen. Posture is everything. You come from royalty, though the system designed to screw you royally. You ain't got to go the gangway. Everybody met the same end, that went the same way. Don't give a damn about a naysay. Chase your dreams, work hard, everything will go your way. Give a damn about a naysay. Chase your dreams, work hard. Chase your dreams, work hard. Don't give a damn about a naysay. Chase your dreams, work hard. Everything will go your way.
Please. Then in the beginning when she said, pull your pants up, me and my mentor is getting ready to bring out something, and I'm gonna tell you the real origination of them pants hanging down from years of whole card convicts. That means that you're available. You're available. So all you guys that keep your pants down, if that's what you like, it's okay. But the origination of that meant that you was available.
Right, we're gonna get some Jews tonight. Okay. All right, next up is Catch 22, and this is some spoken words. All right.
Minor introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Catch 22, because that's how I found life, you heard? I wrote this piece back in college to a woman in a bad relationship. Excuse me for my profanity. I'm gonna get a little emotional during this, all right? This piece right here is called I Hurt So I Hate You. I'm feeling so confused, pulled and attached to my dreams. It's torn in my mind, constantly telling me just to holler and scream. It's gonna take a miracle for me to just finally forgive, to be by myself without happiness, just to finally live. I'm going blind and my visuals seem to focus on dark, and my agonies are endless like my pains won't stop. Lifted to the top and hurled over was my world's final nerve, and it popped to finally reveal lessons long ago learned, but fuck it. I don't care who's my friend in the dark. When my torturous journeys begin again, who's gonna be there to embark to the center of my heart where it's just too cold? For the touch of what love desires, I mean it just won't go. I hope you give up on me, I hope you just go home. Take your shit, and just leave me alone. I hope you're listening, even though it may not all seem fair, just let you know one secret, love, it's just, I never did care. I hope my words get deep inside and tear up your heart from its roots. Take the stick up off the ground and peel your heart off my boots. I swallowed the truth between my teeth so I can only spit to you lies, pushing you away, hurting your feelings to finally hear your goodbyes. I'm sorry, that's why. I can't stay to see you cry anymore. Curse me out, say all you want, just don't follow me out of that door. I turn at the knobs to hear the sobs of my lover and friend, and I wish that I could somehow repeat time so I could just do it again, slamming the door. Love and happiness, they don't live here no more. They've been evicted for no reason to drive and die on the floor. I left love without staying and I filed for divorce. Forever feeling for this feeling, I gave it a crash at the course. Feeling remorse for not doing what I did in the end. For your affections I wanted to lose, I never wanted to try to be friends. You caught me off guard and you hit me and I'm hurting for real, and your sorries are all in vain for every second you steal. As a matter of fact, I want them back. All of my memories and just exclude only you. Broken in two was my world by the things you call an excuse. Swinging, I stop consistently hitting, hurting, breaking my heart, cutting a lot with no guard up. I mean, I never will stop. Taking a leap as high as possible, stomping your heart in the street. Pull it to the side, open my fly, and begin to pour my release. Taking the ease, squatting over, doing what you done did to me in the middle of public eye for the whole world to see and tell me I'm sick. I don't care, if I ever treat you like shit, you got the nerve to raise your voice, I had to beat you, bitch. Caught up in this, grab your arm so tight, trying to break at your wrist, broken out vows, died love, I hope you choke off my stinging black bowels from shouting out loud for you to leave for an end of my girl. Like my words were an atom bomb that suddenly blew up your world. Your love makes me Earl, all in your face. I hate that so-called love that we made, but I felt that if I was whack enough, the love would suddenly fade, but damn it, you stayed. Yo, I asked the Lord last night if you can go to your grave so I could practice spitting far where you eternally lay. You will be forever the source of my hate. It's all just too late. You better leave now before I open this blade. Can't you see the love is gone? It's been lost in this plane, but you must have no brain. But I hope you take this until you go totally insane, stuck on stupid in a rubber room until the end of your days. Put a grenade under your chair and pull a pin and hope you feel all the pain. Laugh out loud when you see my face, realize it's me, the trick that was played, but it won't be today. But watch your back, because I'll be coming again, disguised in the form of someone you trust like your lover or friend. And to hell is where I'm hoping that your soul I descend, all in my corner. If you there, they better be calling a corner. I'm the one that hates you most, and I'm considering you a gone. I'm telling you it's gonna take a long time, because I finally snapped. I wanna take that hit in you and flame it and laugh at you back and leave it at that. But like I said, this all happened somehow. I hope I hurt your heart the same way, love, that I'm hurting right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's how you really feel.
Woo! Oh, man. Awesome work. Right now, want to reintroduce to the stage one of our old-time Fortune Society members, Gregory Pierce. Coming back up, give him a round of applause. Gregory's back.
Thank you once again. This poem, I've done it before. It's about women. I wrote this poem for my mother. And I wrote this poem out of love, oh love, love is here, it's here. Universal woman, you are truly an independent woman, the mother of civilization, with the strength of God's love in your universal mind. Mentally and physically, you are strong. Your earthly being fulfills man's world with so many joys and delights. A heavenly smile that only you possess that gives man's peace and puts him at his best. Your emotions so in tune with the winds, sometimes weak, sometimes strong, but always moving on to cool the burning pain of man being alone. Your strength and unique ability has woken the God in me to look upon the humbleness of your true value. Universal woman, you are rock hard strong. But from within you, life comes. Yes, it does. But now the time's come for you to sit upon your throne. Oh, excuse me. There are still those who are boys in mind and don't understand that women are truly strong. But when things go wrong, mother, their woman, are the first one they call upon. But like I said, now the time has come for you to sit upon your throne. Allow me, my queen, to be the first to thank you for all you've done. I praise you for your strength, and I love you for keeping me strong. Universal woman, with you I can't go wrong. With the mind of a wise man and the heart of a child is how I love you.
All right, we will have Learn 2 come up, and this is going to be some music. Learns 2. All right. Learns. Okay, learns. You're going to learns today.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Learns. I'm here to, well, first of all, thank you to Jamie and the Fortune Society for having me. So I'm promoting my album right now. It's called Poverty Son. You can find this on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, any streaming service out right now. I'm self-made. I got it on there, all right? 15 tracks. I'm going to give y'all the next single. It's called New York, New York. I write, I produce, I'm a musician, I'm an actor. I do it all if I can, so. Check it. Yo, when I say new, y'all say York. New. New. When I say new, y'all say York. Check it. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day it's a hustle in New York, New York. Never stand still, we keep moving. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Come on, y'all. Say it with me. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Where y'all from? New York, New York. Never stand still, we keep moving. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day, listen. Check it. stand still. Yo, life in the fast lane, gotta go. Broadway musicals, spotlights, fashion shows. On my way to the ball game at Yankee Stadium. D-train to Times Square, bumper to bumper traffic out there. I don't pay fares, I hop toes. Keep the police on me like streets with potholes. Broadway and night, famous Ray's Pizzeria. After tagging up the walls at IKEA. Weekends ensues, hoping something ensues. Drunk sleeping in the Gap, feeling straight deja vu. Models looking sexy, VIP at Pasha's. Another night, the business over at Red Lobster. People by the millions, they call it rush hour. We stack up billions, what the hell is $1? My city is contagious, my city is the truth. Sun tanning on the roof, setting trends on the regular. I'm from N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York, every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Never stand still, we keep moving. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York, every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Listen, check it. Brooklyn stand up, Staten Island stand up, your Queens stand up, Manhattan, Bronx stand up. Here, New York City, we innovative, baby. Brooklyn stand up, Staten Island stand up, your Queens stand up, Manhattan, Bronx stand up. We innovative. Listen. Internationally known. We put grills on the map before Cold War. Before the South, check my grill, I go hard. Dealers in every corner, New York, New York. The Hammerstein Ballroom is New York, New York. Street vendors, law offenders, no pretenders. We sure glow pipes bust under pressure. Frank Sinatra, Radio City Music Hall, Madison Square Garden, Miguel Cotto's boxing, panhandlers. I tell them get a job. Jumping in the open fire hydrant cause it's hot. Hip-hop coaches and the 125th Street. The Museum of Natural History, I love it. Spike Lee, the Knicks. Tribeca Bowery. Every day I grind hard, it's better than the lottery. I take a chunk out the Big Apple every day. I make it here, I make it anywhere. I'm from N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Yo, don't be shy. Listen, let me know where y'all from. Yo, N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Never stand still. We keep moving. Brooklyn stand up, Staten Island stand up, your Queens stand up, Manhattan, Bronx stand up. Yeah, this real shit right here. Listen. Stand still. We keep moving. Brooklyn stand up, Staten Island stand up, your Queens stand up, Manhattan, Bronx stand up. Listen. New York City. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Never stand still, we keep moving. N-E-W-Y-O-R-K. New York, New York. Every day is a hustle in New York, New York. Never stand still, we keep moving. Thank y'all. Real talk, I appreciate it. Listen. If you have a phone right now, I would really appreciate y'all. If y'all follow me on Instagram, it's pretty simple. That's the word learn with a Z, 718 simple. And I want to, give y'all a round of applause too for all the wonderful poets here tonight. I mean, it's beautiful just to see the culture and the art come together. Thanks to the Fortune Society for having me. My name is Learns. My album is called Poverty Son. Thank you. Every day is a hustle in New York, New York.
Okay. Next up, we have Ibrahim. Ibrahim Sadiq is up next. Give a round of applause for him.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'll be loud enough without that. So my name is Ibrahim Sadiq, aka Poet. Stands for Putting Out Eternal Thoughts. The recording? I got you. We want to get you, man. Got you. Cool. I'm gonna stand a little back because I'm gonna be too loud with the mic. So yeah, it stands for Putting Out Eternal Thoughts. I believe thought is creative energy. Our most dominating thoughts attract this physical counterpart, meaning if you think about positive things, you're going to see that. If you think about negativity, you're going to see that as well. So be careful with your thoughts dwell upon. I run a grassroots arts program called the Free Art Project. Teach writing workshops throughout New York City and Westchester County. I run a music program at Alphagon Art Center. If you want to know more about what I do, just come speak to me afterwards. Get into this poem. Life is a drug, and suicide is quitting cold turkey for those who no longer wish to get high. See, my mind has a direct line to my supplier, so with every thought, I get higher. My consciousness is open, see, and my pen portrays the potency. With no mention of an intervention. See, my soul has my mind on instant message. Therefore, I hold the secret to life in the palm of my hand. Better yet, in my pineal gland. Also known as the third eye. Word I live at the intersection of reality and a dream. My drug of choice is dimethyltryptamine. Life is but a trip to me. It's a few to know what I mean. And even though we don't speak frequently, they understand because we're on the same frequency. You should know this. Thought is creative energy. Focus is a means to keep contact by. And if you're in my presence long enough, you may catch a contact high. See, this all a game we're playing, but most don't know the rules. And those that speak the truth, they often label us as fools. So most times the ones that are educated allow themselves to be segregated. It's a hard topic. Knowledge is a narcotic, but the opposite of what they profit with. See, a few are forced to overdose because the rest of y'all are comatose. We try to warn the folks, but that pope in the pulpit got you passing it off as new age bullshit. But they know most of all that these spiritual laws are as old as time itself. We've forgotten who we are. The purpose of life is to remind ourselves. But the longer it takes, the harder it gets, because the older we are, the more we forget. It wasn't always missing from the start. It's needless to say, but let love lead the way to search for the light. And never mind being content, because on the surface it's all right. Don't wait for your life to give you purpose. Give purpose to your life. See, you might find that, forget my piece. Give life your purpose. So you might find that, hold on. I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I'm gonna refer to this. Just need to look at this line. I apologize. It's been years since this happened. I need to practice. Now I gotta find the piece first. I apologize. I really do. So yeah, don't give life, don't wait for your life to give you purpose. Give purpose to your life. So if you search in your mind, I don't need this. If you search in your mind, you'll find that there's this feeling that you might feel like your reality is not real. That's because the world is a mirror. So if a negative state of mind is what you know, that's all your life will ever show. If you live a life that's shallow, when your true colors reflect the light, it'll always cast a negative shadow. See, our minds are wombs to birth ideas, and ignorance is a contraceptive that prevents it. There are those that lack knowledge, but yet an idea still forms. Even so, they're only delivering stillborns. See, free thought is what they're scared of. What we're taught has prepared us to live a docile existence, but I don't think you're listening. See, our slavery has been upheld consistently without resistance. See, the concept is as simple as can be. If you want to enslave a group, just convince them that they're already free. Thank you. So, apologize for messing that up. I do have a book on my poetry. The poem is in there. You can read it without all the mess ups. It's no set price selling it. Just donations, whatever you want to give, whatever you can give, and the donations goes towards supporting my program. Art and activism is what I do 24/7, 365. This is my life. So to help with the continuity of that, just pick up a book. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Loved it, Ibrahim. The next up is Anya Nova. And after that is Lei Wang.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Anya Nova, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who put this event together. It's my first time here ever. And shout out to all the dope artists that came up before me. I run an art community. I'm also a spoken word poet. If you go to Instagram at ArticulateNYC or articulatenyc.com, you can learn more information or you can talk to me afterwards. We also do like workshops, open mics, and all kinds of different events and showcases and all that. So yeah, if you want to find out more, you can talk to me afterwards. I know you think it's the wrong way, but I'm taking the long way. I call it the lone way, the made it on my own way, and it's perfectly okay. Okay, so patience is a virtue, but is that really true? It's all about the what, not the how do you do. No one cares what's really inside you. So here I go down the long road of keeping my distance. Every mile I push through just to try and justify my existence. So pardon me if your small talk is met with big resistance. I got bigger shit to deal with. For instance, I don't have much to say about things I have to show, you know, like material possession. Everyone seems to want to quantify your blessings, eternal greed, chronic oppression. What's really the lesson if every chance we have to build each other up, we instead choose to lessen? Can I really be worth my weight in gold? If I choose to invest in my own soul, will I be judged for taking the higher road if it's nothing like the path that they chose? My dreams are too big to fit onto the main road. I'm paving my own zone, unfold my destiny real slow, but staying steady with the flow. Every step I take, I come full circle. They hear me, but they don't feel me though. They all want to know, so what do you have to show for all this personal growth? Can you prove your worth? Show us your status symbols. We live in a world driven by eternal greed and clever marketing. They want to divide us and conquer by any means. Some cling to God in hopes that he will take the reins, but most cling to their screens and other distracting things. Your life app is crashing and you want to keep up with the Kardashians. But we are all connected by a common link. You'll find a little bit of you in everyone you meet, but they don't want you to be or to see, or every letter in between that strings together every word of truth unwritten and unseen in newspapers and magazines. We are draining not just our batteries, but each other, and mistreating our universal mother, and she is hurting. Take a moment to look beneath the surface where true beauty is lurking. Precious treasures hidden in our precious planet, and we're all taking it for granted. Sometimes it feels like I care too much, like I walk around with a Midas touch, a gift and a curse, turning everything into something precious yet malleable, creating a ripple effect just to show them what's valuable. But you can't force the blind to see. Call me crazy, but I believe in humanity. I think we're all just afraid of our own tales and our own dreams, and so it seems you can choose to be anything except for free. You can choose to be a follower, but you better not lead. Fill you with fear till you retreat. Misdirection is their projection of truth. Poison the water, distract our youth, destroy our future. But there is a way out. Meditate to make the earth quake. We can change the stream of unconsciousness and part the sea of confusion by hiring our frequencies to shatter their illusions. I may be naughty, but I was made by nature, a natural-born troublemaker, real rebel, not a faker, magic creator, lover of truth and imagination, pure inspiration, goddess by creation, supernova. I'm my own constellation, sent here to crush expectations with my healing vibrations. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Ania Nova. I just want to say one thing before the next person goes up is the ladies is really showing something tonight. So please give it up for all the ladies that came through the Fortune tonight. Y'all strong, and we know that. The next person that's coming up is Lee Wan Reed. Lee Wan Reed. He's coming up, y'all. Okay, y'all, please give it up for Lewan Reed.
I ain't even gonna lie though. I ain't even writing. I was just writing it over there. I was cheating. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Yeah, I wrote a little something that ain't too much, but it's. I think y'all like it. We was born kings and queens. That's just a fact. But we killing each other, and that shit is whack. The government like we bringing slavery back. Fuck it. We just enslaving the blacks. They flooded the black community. Damn, hold on. I'm gonna start over. We was born kings and queens. That's just a fact. But we killing each other, and that shit is whack. The government like we bringing slavery back. Fuck it. We just enslaving the blacks. They flooded the black neighborhoods with the crack. Condition these little kids' brain with the rap. Took them out juries and guns in the trap. Now they thinking they lit, but they stuck in the trap. I've been in jail, but I ain't going back. Remember them days lifting weights in the shack. Oh, man, I done messed up. Oh, man. Y'all messed up. All right, we was born kings and queens, not just a fact, but we killing each other, and that shit is whack. The government like we bringing slavery back. Fuck it, we just enslaving the blacks. They flooded the black neighborhoods with the crack, conditioned these little kids' brain with the rap. Took them out juries and guns in the trap. Now they thinking they lit, but they stuck in the trap. I've been in jail, but I ain't going back. Remember them days lifting weights in the shack on the road to success, but no time for the slack. And most people, they perish because knowledge they lack. And I stop right there.
Next up, you about to get some wisdom now. A good friend of mine's, Kabir.
Folks, I know some of you are leaving because it's the end of group time, so just try to be quiet because we got lots of performers up here and we want to hear them. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I have two pieces to read, and one's going to go this way, other one's going to go that way. I'll choose the first one. I'll choose the humor first, because you got to listen carefully and you got to think, because what you hear is not what you hear. The name of this piece is A Day to Remember. Both of these pieces I've had for more than 20 years carrying with me. A Day to Remember. Sure you can remember, it's simple as can be. This place is very common. The players are he and she. She whispered, "Will it hurt?" "Of course not," he replied. "It's quite a simple process. On me you can rely. I'm getting rather frightened. I've never had it done." He tried so hard to convince me it's quite a lot of fun. Now calm yourselves, my darling." His face had flushed a grin. "Just open a little wider and let me put it in. It's getting very painful." The tears are in her eyes. "It hurts quite a bit. It must be quite a size." Suddenly she jumped and gave a little shout. "I didn't think you'd do it. I'm glad you took it out." Now, if you read this carefully, it's a dentist you will find. It's not what you was thinking. It's not your dirty mind. I know y'all say, "What the hell is he doing? Where he going with this bullshit? This motherfucker." That's why I said you gotta listen carefully. Okay. This piece here, I wrote this about 25 years ago. I'm 77. All these are mine. All teeth are mine. I did 42 years straight. And by the grace of God, I made it out. I met some beautiful people, two of them right here. And I'm program orientated now. Anything positive, I'm taking it. Because I can't lose. That's why I came here tonight. This is an investment in the future. The name of this piece is Back in the Days. Now, some of y'all gonna remember how this thing really went when you was younger. Back in the days, all of us grew up with involvement in some type of extended family. We have known many women that affected our lives in one way or another. We called them Mama Do, Big Mama, Nana, Mommy, Dear, Mama, and the list goes on and on. Back in the days, the extended family was just as close to you as your natural family. The extended family member had the right to spank your butt, and if you were foolish enough to complain, you got another spanking from your biological parents or guardian at home. I know y'all remember that. Back in the days, there was some serious times and some happy days. We who have lived to speak about our upbringing have survived the following. And I got 10 different things that we survived. Number one, y'all can remember this because the difference between the North and the South in the upbringing. Go get me the switch off the bush or the tree out the yard so I can whip your ass. Number two, hand me the belt, the skinny one or the wide model. Number three, pass me the ironing cord or the extension cord. Number four, bring me the frying pan. Number five, toss me the shoe or the boot. Number six, where is the newspaper or the magazine? Number seven, watch out for the lightning fast backhand slap. Pow! Number eight, look out for the just as lightning fast open hand slap. Pooh-yow! Number nine, why were you waiting for the thunderous knucklehead upside the head? Why was you waiting for that? Number 10, the midnight raid. You got spanked while you was asleep and woke up crying. All of this in the name of love. As we reflect on the good old days, give thanks to the Creator for bringing us through that. Now let us begin all over again, starting with the grandchildren, then the great-grandchildren. You would swear that some of them didn't come from your family tree because of their present behavior. Smile. Have no fear. We adults still have an arsenal of experience and memories to tell all about it from back in the days. Thank you.
Okay, and now for our next performer is Easy. Everybody, welcome to the stage, Easy. Give a round of applause.
Hey. Way up there. I'm gonna go way down here so y'all can hear me way up here, all right? All right. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm a fortunate client from, I'll give you my ID numbers, 15484. So I've been around a while. Yeah, no, that was me and you when we was on the good ship, Lollipop Mayflower. Anyway, you know, I want to give thanks to Jamie and John for doing this. This is fantastic, you know what I mean? You know, Jamie's a beast. She is. I mean, you know, the time you see her, she's, I don't know, she's like she's on ecstasy all the time. You know, and that's my partner right there, John. Me and John, we've been doing this for like about 5 years now. As long as he's been here, I've been here with him. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do a couple of things, right? But first, this is something that's really heartfelt to me, because it reminds me of my father, right? It's called Knock Knock. As a boy, I shared a game with my father. Played it every morning till I was 3. He would knock on my door, and I pretend to be asleep. Till he got right next to the bed, then I would jump up and get into his arms and, "Good morning, Papa." And my papa would tell me that he loved me. We shared a game, knock knock. Until that day when the knock never came and My mama takes me on a ride past cornfields and on this never-ending highway till we reach a place of high, rusty gates. As a confused little boy, I enter the building carried in my mama's arms. Knock, knock. We reach a room of windows and brown faces, and behind one of the windows sits my father. I jump out of my mama's arms and run joyously towards my papa, only to be confronted by this window. I knock, knock, trying to break through the glass, trying to get to my father. I knock, knock as my mama pulls me away before my papa even says a word. And for years, he has never said a word. And so 25 years later, I write these words for the little boy in me who still awaits his papa's knock. Papa, come home, because I miss you. I miss you waking me up in the morning and telling me that you love me. Papa, come home, because there's some things I don't know. And I thought that maybe you could teach me, like how to shave, how to dribble a ball, how to talk to a lady, how to walk like a man. Papa, come home, because I decided a while back I wanted to be just like you, but I'm forgetting who you are. And 25 years later, a little boy cries. And so I write these words to try to heal and try to father myself as I dream up a father who says the words my father did not. Dear son, I never came home, and for every lesson I failed to teach, hear these words. Shave in one direction in strong, deliberate strokes to avoid irritation. Dribble the page with brilliance of your ballpoint pen. Walk like a god, and your goddess will come to you. No longer will I be there to knock on your door, so I must learn to knock for you. So you must learn to knock for yourself. Knock, knock down doors of racism and poverty that I could not. Knock, knock down doors of opportunity for the lost brilliance of the black men who crowd these cells. Knock, knock with diligence for the sake of your children. Knock, knock for me, for as long as you are free, these prison gates cannot contain my spirit. The best of me still lives in you. Knock, knock with the knowledge that you are my son, but you are not my choices. Yes, we are our father's sons and daughters, but we are not their choices. For despite their absences, we are still here, still alive, still breathing, with the power to change this world one little boy and girl at a time. Knock, knock, who's there? We are. That always resonates with me because I remember when my father went to jail early in my life. And me being ashamed of him as I was, I used to tell people my father was dead because I didn't want them to know that my father was in jail until I went to jail and my son went to jail. So I understand. I get it. So when Jamie asked about the Voices of Fortune, and anybody who knows me, you know, like I say, I did something this year that I never thought I would ever do. I was in Shakespeare in the Park this year. You know, and I got an accolade from a Tony Award-winning actress because I didn't say a word and still got an applause. So, and she said to me that you were a star. You know, so I wear it proudly today. But when she asked me to submit something, you know, I was just reminded that to always remember. So here it goes. Always remember that you were born from unique people for a unique purpose. God created you on a day that was designed to show how much he loved your parents and how much he loved you. Always remember God puts you through craziness and situations that you need to go through to show how he doesn't make mistakes and that he didn't make a mistake, but he insists on keeping you around until he feels his work with you is done. So always remember to thank him for his work, his grace, his generosity, by remembering to be the very best at what you choose to do with your life. Honor your mother and your father and your family. And above all, be blessed by being a blessing to others. And always remember to live, love, and laugh.
We're going to get right to it. This is Susie Lynn Frade. Next up is Daryl after her.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad I came out here tonight, and I want to thank all the beautiful poets that came out and shared their poetry. It was really awesome. First off, I want to say thanks to Jamie. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be writing again. And I just want to share 2 poems. It's been a long time I have been in front of a crowd, so just give me time. This poem is called Still a Kid. And when I write my poetry, I write how I feel and what I'm going through, so I hope you enjoy it. My prayers goes up to the most ones in need of me, as I sit back and think, why does this shadow follows me? With my mind and heart, I seem to hurt me. I need to grow out this child in me. You see, I went to church as a kid. My mind was smart and focused only on me. Damn, why do I need someone with me? The shadow's following me. Am I here in the right place or wrong? I am pushing everyone away, why me? I do love him and my family, but there's this one thing I'm holding in and everyone sees but me. I'm still a kid. I need to grow out this. Can someone actually help me? God, listen, you all I need. I'm kneeling down on my knees. Please guide me, protect me. I'm still a kid in the mind. Lead me through this path I am in. Am I winning or am I losing? Show me. I feel this pain through my stomach as I'm smoking only cigs, getting high off this weed, can't sleep. Every time I'm with him, I sleep. But when I'm away, I'm stressing, Lord, help me. My heart too good to give up on the ones who love me. I'm confused with this disease. But then there's me. There's this shadow following me. Is it here to save me or destroy me? My prayers goes up for the ones in need of me. That's one. And I just wanna recite a poem, my second poem. I was sitting on a bench with no food in my hands. Why am I so desperate to not find a great land? My mind is on money and I'm trying to find a home. I don't have anything to borrow, anything to loan. I'm out on the streets with my boss on my back, but anything that he does, he just bring me down like that. Is it because I'm black and I'm enslaved? Trying to take some advice from white man's gaze? Okay, my mind is on him and my family too. Why people gotta be so rude? Fine, they beat us, we cry, we are trying to do good, but nothing would change in this damn neighborhood. Until one day this black man came along. He proved to black and whites and proved that we could all get along. And yes, I jumped to this in my whole entire life. That's this envy stopping our freedom strike. Thank you.
All right. And for this next act, we have a Daryl Campbell. And I have to say, I've met Daryl about a month ago, maybe a little less. But so much inspiration coming from this young guy. And I want to say that a lot of young fellas is out here tonight. And we could take a lot of tokens from this dude right here. So give it up for Daryl Campbell.
Well, this is my very first time here doing this. My very first time open mic.
Can I just say this? This is what Daryl said. He showed up for an audition. He said, I've never acted before in my life. They hired him. They paid him union wages. The man has a lot of talent. Give it up for Daryl. Get ready.
Thank you. This one is called Mr. 44th Executive. Dear Mr. 44th Executive, how art have been, no longer negotiating with both political parties, but adapting to the task of sin. Already established that when you were head executive, we still couldn't win. Before thou 2 terms expired, why not have thoughts of having a bill passed based on ending police brutality? Minority communities across the segregated states acquires and values morality. No purpose to get mad at me. Obamacare now extinct, sad to see. Living in this land of enslavement, minority individuals across the country tend to be what we can be. Especially during your terms of speech. In Tupac predicament, all eyes were on thee. Nay, never throwing dirt on thy name. Just before, during, and after thy term, things been the same. Justice was never on our side. Unless selling out to the secret brotherhood, however, have to seriously ride or die. Enduring the pain we receive, no woman, no cry. Sell thy soul in order to get things done. When it's for our people, the battle was won, yet still defeated in war. Doing but so much, having limited power made me research more. They expect brothers as us in hard labor, some never promoted. College and occupation for young adults of today, lives are devoted. Obviously struggle in debt and student loans as our actions and decisions at times leads to impotence. And during those hard times struggling through those moments, Mr. 44th Executive, supposedly you were chosen once again through this mind-blowing 2012 presidential election. Obtaining that spot for a second term is the equality of a handpicked selection. As team captains choosing teammates while recess is in session. Confused with Navy SEALs slaying former agent bin Laden. Now our present head executive now wars with Afghanistan in a Syria of aggression. Alongside both superpower countries are now involved, ready for battle equals a horrible lessons. Battered and fatigued troops are in Siegfried Sassoon's dreamer's position, obtaining flashbacks of their wife, kid, and family simultaneously completing this mission. Mr. 44th Executive, please listen. Although it's only been 2 terms, you need an extra, no kidding. Real leader did whatever to fix and renovate this land of enslavement is now gone and minorities missing. Missing you, Mr. Yes We Can. Speak about change, troops returning home, whether it's woman or man. Support these survivors enduring the crap they take from both government and confrontation of the Middle East. Some either scratch-free by luck or permanently scarred, to say the least. Mr. 44th Executive, as our people and land suffers, secret brotherhood whom sustains the Federal Reserves enjoy their feasts on a daily worshiping the mark of the beast.
Powerful, powerful. 41st. All right, next up we have Quindell Evans from Blue Poetry, and this is going to be some music again. All right, you ready to dance? I'm introducing all the musicians tonight, I guess. And just for the heads up, after him is Stanley Washington.
Before I perform, I just want to, say a disclaimer, introduce myself and everything. So my name is Quindell Evans, and I'm a poet, a singer, a rapper. I like to express myself in as many ways as I can, and I feel like, there's a lot of things going on right now in this world, and a lot of people are on the victim side, you feel me? And personally, I think it's a choice. I think we have the choice to be on the victory side if we want to be, And it starts with self-love, healing, personal development. So as a man, I think that it is crucial to say affirmations, to affirm what we want to be, to affirm what we are going to be, So I wrote a book called The Mouth Book, Messages of Uplift to Heal. Mouth is spelled M-O-U-T-H. That's an acronym for Messages of Uplift to Heal, because that's all that should be coming out of our mouths. Messages of Uplift to Heal. You feel me? The Mouth Book. I got a few on me if anybody want to check it out. I'll pass it around when I'm done. And one of my favorite affirmations to say is I love myself. And I feel like we don't say that simple line enough. And that's a very simple thing to say, and it's very powerful despite its simplicity. So this song right here is an affirmation, about me loving myself. You feel me? Yeah. Oh. I don't care who you are in this room, you better love yourself, you feel me? That's all we, you know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta do. That's everything, look. Yo, look. I am black and I love myself. My skin make me feel like royalty. I am black and I love myself. Oh yeah, yeah. I am black and I love myself. My skin make me feel like royalty. I am black and I love myself. My skin feel like royalty. This for the blacks who locked up in the cell. This for the blacks who really need help. This for the blacks who can't help self. I am black and I love myself. This for the blacks who live in a broken home. This for the blacks who are living on the street. This for the blacks with a story to tell. I am black and I love myself. You damn right, I love the skin I'm in. My melanin is dominant for a reason. My blood is in season. They keep looking for reasons to terminate our people, to keep us weak and feeble, never equal to evil. We need justice for our young black males. The system keep us in prison and hating ourselves, debating amongst each other like we ain't brothers and sisters, and raping all our empresses can't escape, so let's fix it. The enemy is running game, making us blame our own kind. By the time you free your mind, they say you lost it, and when you try to help, you realize you can't afford it. Oppression's big business. They'll let you get up in it, put some chicken in your coop, but they don't let you speak the truth. They'll let you live the lies, so now we cooning to look cool to the same fool who made the rules to break you. I ain't here to change you, I'm really here to wake you. Look, I am black and I love myself. My skin make me feel like royalty. I am black and I love myself. Oh yeah, yeah. I am black and I love myself. My skin make me feel like royalty. I am black and I love myself. My skin feel like royalty. This for the blacks who locked up in the cell. This for the blacks who really need help. This for the blacks who can't help self. I am black and I love myself. This for the blacks who live in a broken home. This for the blacks who are living on the street. This for the blacks with a story to tell. I am black and I love myself. You damn right, I love the skin I'm in, but I ain't flake, I ain't fake. My melanin is the creator. Watch for haters, don't let it rub off on you. I don't mean to scorn you, my purpose is to help and warn you. Cause real talk, you are the greatest, so amazing, they can't take it, that's why they be on you crazy. They keep us trapped, if you hear me, can you yell, yo? I am black and I love myself, say it. I am black and I love myself, one more time.
I am black and I love myself.
I am black and I love myself.
I am black and I love myself.
Come on, y'all. I am black and I love myself. Yeah. I am black and I love myself. My skin feel like royalty. All right, before I go, let me plug myself. You feel me? First off, I want to say I give thanks, I'm grateful for Felix for inviting me tonight. You feel me? Much love, shout out to him. You know, and I totally forgot about today. He hit me like 5:15, like you coming tonight. I rushed here from Brooklyn, like, yeah, I got you. Because it's something about his vibe, I appreciate the homie. He asked me to perform this song, I definitely, you know. And if y'all want to find me, if y'all don't remember my name, Quindell Evans, y'all can remember 3 words and y'all can find me anywhere. You feel me? These 3 words are blue, poet, and tree. 3 words, blue, poet, and tree. So can y'all repeat after me? Blue? Blue is the color of dream, imagination, everything in between. Poet? Poet is the orator inscribed with the power to open the eye. Tree? Tree is the seed that branches off and leaves and grows wherever it goes. BluePoetry.com, Blue Poetry on Instagram, Blue Poetry everywhere. Much love, y'all. Thank you.
Amazing work coming out of Blue Poetry. For this next act, we have somebody that I know that's, you know, he just inspires for people to just get up and have a voice in general. You know, he's always showing his charismatic attitude and has no fear when it comes to getting up and doing what you got to do to show love for the culture and show love for the youth and for everybody else that's interested in arts. So please give it up one time for Stanley Washington. Woo!
Yeah. How you guys doing tonight? Can y'all hear me perfectly fine? Just like this. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay. All right, may have to step in, step out. I want to thank everyone for coming here tonight. Everyone, their performances. You were dope. I am black, and I love myself. Your first time, it didn't look like your first time. Everyone that's been coming up here has been doing a phenomenal job. I just want to keep the energy going. This is a piece that I wrote about maybe 10 years ago. It was during Black History Month. So here we go. I don't love these hoes. Come on. I know y'all feel me when I say I don't love these hoes. I can't keep on pushing and pushing and pulling while you just sit in the shade with your legs kicked up, looking all comfortable, drinking that crackhead sweet lemonade. It's on this scorching hot summer day, callous in my hand, fatigue in my legs. It's ironic because those are the hoes we used to hate as a slave. Meanwhile, 400 years later, as free men physically, some mentally, we demoralize our into believing that we're still institutionalized. But when will we as a black community realize that sometimes, yes, sometimes, we can be the epitome of our own demise? Oh, don't look surprised. Our fate as porch monkeys wasn't inscribed in any ancient scrolls. Don't you know? We were pharaohs and monarchs with manes of gold. Those were the original blingers of ancient civilizations who practiced meditation and believed that the eye was a passage to the soul. Symmetrically perfect pyramids and monuments of religious beliefs while cultivating the expression of relief when the afterlife is within reach. So can you tell me the difference between then and now? Because I can't see it. We can be all that we can be. We're just too fucking blind to see it. There's no reason to be ashamed of our heritage, for they committed to treason. Stole us out of our yards, making us work hard in any season just so their fields don't get weeded. Taking their women and forcing themselves upon them, raping them for their own adulterous pleasing. Forcing their gonorrhea, syphilis, and religion on us for the consent of our silent fucking obedience. Not anymore, because I'll be damned if that's how I seen it. But that was the reality in the slave life and the slave trade in those days. And, you know, it's quite cool that we had a black president, even for a day. But this country is more. It's going to take a little more than that to get us to where we really need to be. You see, I committed myself to excellence ever since my release from incarceration, while other demonic mind frames choose to indulge in malignant cultural perpetuation. Some call it gangs, some call it family. I call it cancer. Because while y'all over there fighting over something stupid like colors of quarters and a whole bunch of shit that doesn't even matter, the man's in the background smothered in his own laughter saying, "You bunch of moonyan bastards." The typical hood nigga's mind state controls the crime rate because that's all he knows. He knows from dreaming the American dream and slinging crack all day, he thinks he can grow. Little does he know he's not too far from the ultimate low, because institutionalization doesn't only exist in the physical, but also in the mental, and that shit's detrimental to your soul. That's why a lot of dudes are blinded by this fairy tale reality and thinking that life is all about pussy, money, weed, hustle, and flow. When we all take time out to find out the true meanings of life, that's when together we'll grow. Thank you, everyone.
You want to come? Oh, pretty girl. Give it up for Stan. So I'm next. So I'm just gonna jump into it. We press for time. This one is called Home. My name's Mercedes George. All right. When I think of home before the government stepped in. When I think of home and how it's grown inside this corrupted system. My motherland, before they came, made slaves of men, was a place of peace where all believed could understand. My motherland. Like red carpets covered in rose petals, the diamond market was nothing but beautiful stones and pebbles under the feet of tribes and rebels whose treasure was coal to heat the kettle, stones to heat the pedal. Spearhead, silver, gold, and metal. Never heard of money, fair exchange, material things. Kings and queens, imperial beans, superior beans, beans and cereal. We teen a feed a whole team of nigger rolls in the theme of things when I think of home. Now diamond bleeds a nigger's soul. Where I once believed, I now see no hope. The Idi Amins are cutting niggas' throats for armor man. Who's defending nothing to grow? Where's the karma man now that I'm needing it? So only honor can restore this rigmarole. When I think of home before the government stepped in. When I think of home and how it's grown inside this corrupted system. My motherland, before they came, made slaves of men, was a place of peace where all believed could understand. My motherland. The stock market is like the black market, increasing, yet cutting out profits for survivors that need bargains, stuck to rent apartments, spending rent checks in departments. Whether it's courts or food shopping, nothing you benefit in what you're copping. So you keep starving. Ups look like save-ups that ain't happening, and taxes are old weapon that keeps snatching middle class owners' passions. After accomplishing their retirement actions, they found a way to take away your life earnings as quick as the math's in. I'm asking what a prisoner gets after 10 years in maxing. $40 can barely buy a bitch aspirins. 16 cents an hour can't save up to much, outlasting your bid, lest you live, stomach touching ribs, looking bummy as shit, hurting yourself in the process, like rundown shoes bring callus. Prince and princesses' feet need to rest on beautiful stones when I think of home. That's my first one. I'm gonna do the second one real fast because we running out of time. This one is called I'm Stronger Than This. Been there, done that, ain't going back. Ain't no sense in getting mad over shit I done had. Too strong to be sick. I'm more tired than an old dick, but I'm stronger than this. Play my part to the fullest. My heart is stubborn as a Taurus. I could hold on for a bit longer than the rich, spiteful, and equipped. My temple is built out of bricks. Not a bad wolf or a wolf in sheep shit can bad me out of this. Spirit is new, but my soul is ancient. I'm unbreakable, so broken heart, it don't make sense. This is what 10 years did. Fam got evict, husband jumped ship, friends cold flip, but I'm stronger than this. Moms got sick, family rivals call splits. Haven't heard from some since, but I'm stronger than this. Little bro on the strip, he's selling that shit. He turning into me, but he can't go where I've been, cause I'm stronger than him. From Predator to Vic, I'm done. Hold on. From Predator to Vic, I'm stronger than this. I'm wrong, but who's more innocent than the kid? Love caused me to do this bid. The after effects did me in, but you didn't expect me to live, but I'm stronger than this. When I'm out this bitch, pray I forgive and forget, cause payback's a promise, not something I wish. Oh, y'all know, all y'all have is a cage to wave, but I'm stronger than this. I got mad assist. Living not rich, but I'm more comfortable than me and you, I'm more comfortable than you in your own crib, in your own skin, in your own conscience. And your conscience is killing you quick, because time is running out like tick, tick, tick. Y'all ran with the kid. Y'all know how I get. Till dirt, cement, and brick, because y'all know I'm stronger than this. Next up, let's go on, let's go. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Lotus. Lotus. All right now.
How you doing, everyone? I go by the name Lotus, and I'm a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur. I would like to take the time out to show my appreciation to Jamie. It's not working. No, the top. There we go. No way. That's not an iPhone. No, but she doesn't. Oh, perfect. All right, thanks. Sorry about that. Yeah, you already know. Yes. All right. Yes. All right. Well, I would like to show my appreciation to Gigi right here. She is one of the people that challenged me to write, because I haven't really been writing for like a long time. Also, and I would like to give a shout out to Jamie, who orchestrated all of this. I love her energy. She's very encouraging. And of course, you know, it's definitely very needed, you know, especially, you know, considering a lot of our past situations. Okay, everything's good. Okay, all right, so I'm going to be singing a song. I'm going to try to get it situated. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to be singing a song. It's by a singer named Tamia, and the song is called Me. And I really like this song. I know I've had a lot of challenges with relationships and men, and I just feel like I need to love myself first, and I'll be okay. All right, thank you. Are we ready? All right, there we go. Thank you. Love was a former owner, but quiet is renting our house. Ceases my lips from speaking, but forms a sarcastic smile. Suspense now raise one of your eyebrows. You ask me if there's someone else. I replied yes. Hell yes. You ask me if there's another man, I say no. You laughed and said, is it a woman, I say yes. Surprisingly, you asked me for her niece's name, and her name is me. She loves me more than you'll ever know. I finally see that loving you and loving me just don't seem to work at all. So patiently, she's waiting on me to tell you that I need love and to choose between the two. Boy, you know if I had to choose, I'd choose her. And she told me to tell you never to hurt me again. 'Cause if you have been hurt, she is a bad chick, even though I haven't been known. But yet, until he tries to test me by raising an angry hand, putting down, hey, I'm leaving, don't try and stop me. I'm late and she is waiting. My love for me is too much, so I can't stay. And her name is me. She Boy, you know if I have to choose, I choose her. And she's actually forming a threesome. And I'm happy that I can join them. Their names are me, myself, and I. And her name is me. She loves me more than you'll ever know. I finally see that loving you and loving me just don't seem to work at all. So patiently, she's waiting on me to tell you that she needs love and to choose between the two. Boy, you know if I had to choose, I'd choose me. She's waiting on me to tell you that I need love. Gotta choose between the two. And you know, if I had to choose, I'd choose me. I gotta go with me, Munchie. I choose me. Say that. Woo! Thank y'all. Me.
Woo. I told y'all the ladies is coming in with saying fist tonight. Okay, so our next artist is here. Coming up by the name of Artist Up. She's here to rock it out. Give her a round of applause, guys. Keep that energy. Keep that same energy. Woo. Thank you for coming.
You could bring it down a little bit. I'll use this stand. Thank you so much. Fortune, how y'all doing? I know it's toward the end of the night, so are we all familiar with mic check? Do we know how to do a mic check? Mic check? When I say mic check, you say mic check. Mic check? Mic check? Mic check? I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. I was voted most likely to succeed. All bets have always been on me. I'm the reason why you have a dream. The privilege is me. Mass incarceration baffles me. I don't get it. Why can't your peoples just do the right thing? Stop standing on corners, presuming the profession before you gotta assume the position, all because it was set up to deny you the position. Affirmative action don't apply here. The privilege is me. Your men love me, something like a delicacy, you see, because I'm the forbidden fruit from the forbidden tree. Even though there's no true trace to you all's genetic tree, I'll never lack vitamin D, you see, because tanning spas, they appreciate me. The privilege is me. My silence speaks volumes, something like I'm automatically deemed trustworthy. I can get drunk, drive reckless, kill a bunch of motherfuckers, and have the judicial system say I have affluence. And do y'all know what that mean? That mean a motherfucker get off what? Scot-free. The privilege is me. I simply get to do my own thing. I get no flack from no wrongdoing in my community. I could be a child molesting, stealing executive, and still get asked for my opinion in the morning meeting, or have my Hollywood star kept so neat and so clean. Didn't I mention I'm the reason why you all had to have a dream? But don't worry, I promise to take care of this here stolen property. The privilege is me. Thank you. So, thank you. So, I'm a spoken word artist, an activist, an actor. I'm out here in these streets. I'm the artistic director of Never to Be Caged, Miss Abby's kids. I'm here right now with Neighborhood Benches. Thank you so much for bringing me to the Fortune Society. I appreciate you. And I'm out here. My Instagram is artist3_up, so that's artist123up. But I'm really known for being a freestyle poet, so I'm gonna just take 2 words from the crowd and show you guys what I really do. So just shout stuff out like that. Magic. You wait for me to flick a card from behind my ear, magic. But you see, I see something a little deeper than that. Magic. I'm waiting for our chemistries to link the way they were supposed to. Magic. I think this magic died like Houdini. Magic. All right, give me one more. Me? What'd you say? I'll do me and deceit. Me. Someone I thought was honest and truthful, me. Damn, I'm starting to see a little bit of deceit. Me. I looked in the mirror and I trusted you. Then your reflection turned quite blue. I am black and I love myself. Deceit. When I put in my weave, do I really? I do. I don't even perm my hair. This is just for you guys, for you. Me. I'll always be true to myself because I got a niece. She's 8. Her name is Miracle. You could check her out. She's styled by Miracle, and I love her to life. So I got to be true for me with no deceit so that way she knows who to be. Me and deceit. So thanks, guys. Love you very much. You rock. And again, I'm Artist Up. That's artist123_up. And on Facebook, I'm Nicole Watson.
Appreciate that. That was fire. We get fire in here. Keeping it with the fire. FNF Taz is up next. All right. I gotta get my music.
What you got?
All right, okay. So I'm just gonna introduce myself since technical difficulties.
No difficulties.
That's my favorite word. Now my favorite word is. Let me stop. Nah, but my name is Taz, T-A-Z-Z. I'm not a hood nigga just because I have a do-rag on. I'm sorry. We been saying nigga the whole dang day. Nigga this, nigga that. Yeah. But before you start, I want everybody to know that this is the original song. It's called Want It All. And it's on YouTube. And it just hit 6.5K. I had to cough. Dang, my throat. K views. Yeah, it did. And everybody can search it up if y'all don't believe me. FNF Taz just reached 955 subscribers, trying to reach my first 1,000, and Want It All, baby. Let's get it. Ready? Shout out to my boy, Wes. Oh, no. Started. Oh, and I swear she don't know about me. No, and she never will. No, she would never know. Pretty lady over there, may I ask, why you looking so damn good, but so sad? I'm reaching in my bag and I'm taking out this cash and I'm spending it real fast. I would think I could brag. Oh, Good girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh. Bad girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh. And she just want it all. Oh, baby, we can roll. Oh, lady over there, may I ask? And I'm willing, girl, to take this task. Can I put a smile on your face and take you to a happy place? Oh, my brain got a lot of space. Memories never erase. Ran up to first base, and then down a whole plate. We can eat a good meal. Oh, expensive taste, upgraded drinks, upgraded chicks, expensive shank, upgraded shit. Diamonds up on my wrist, all up on my chains, rockin' Balmains. Since you my chick, you rock the same. We both are flame, and we both aim. Oh, pretty lady over there, may I ask, why you looking so damn good, but so sad? I'm reaching in my bag, and I'm taking out this cash, and I'm spending it real fast. I don't think I can brag. Oh, 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 baby. Oh, 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 wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, she just want it all. Oh, baby, we can ball out. Pretty lady over there, may I ask, why you looking so damn good? Yeah, rock with me, baby. I'm reaching in my bag, and I'm taking out this cash, and I'm spending it real fast. I don't think I can brag. Oh, 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 oh. Good girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, bad girls wanna lie for me. Oh, and you know, she just want it all. Oh, baby, we can ball. She just want it all. Oh, oh, she just want it all. I tell her, tell me what you want. Baby, yeah, you got it. Tell me what you want. Baby, yeah, I copy. Pretty lady over there, may I ask, why you looking so damn good, but so sad? I'm reaching in my bag, and I'm taking out this cash, and I'm spending it real fast. I don't think I can brag. Oh, 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 oh. Good girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, bad girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, she just want it all. Oh, baby, we can ball, yeah. Pretty lady over there, may I ask, why you looking so damn good, but so sad? I'm reaching in my bag, and I'm taking out this cash, and I'm spending it real fast. I don't think I can brag. Oh, baby. Good girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, bad girls wanna lie for me. Oh, oh, she just want it all. Oh, baby, we can ball, yeah. FNF Taz on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was original.
Fire, fire. Okay, we got about 2 minutes. Okay, now we want both of them to come up, Sebastian West and Steve Finkelstein. Just get ready next. Okay, who's Sebastian West? All right, we're gonna get you. And who's Steve Finkelstein? All right. Come on. You gotta do music. All right. Matter of fact, hold on. What you got? Come on. What you got? Come on. They're gonna sing again. That's what I'm saying. Come on. They gotta set up. That's what I'm trying to. We ain't got time. We getting out 8 o'clock. Let's go. Hurry up. Thank you.
Oh, you going first?
Let him go. And you guys get set up.
I wrote this more than 50 years ago, and I've never performed it. And on the way here tonight, while waiting in the cold and wind on Rockaway Boulevard, I realized how timeless it is. It's called Ode to an Oncoming Bus by Steve Finkelstein. Oh, oncoming bus, come on. Thank you.
Thank you. That was profound, man. That was very profound. So, folks, we have to finish this up. So we have one more act. Am I right? Guy, get up here and let's finish it off. What's your name?
Sebastian West. Yo, where is Taz? Where's the other mic? Y'all got another mic?
Y'all got another mic? Nah, it's not. Okay.
So y'all, see if he got another mic for you. Huh? No, he's coming on.
Hold on. It ain't over yet. Yeah. We got me and Taz. All right. All right. This is a poem called, no background. This is a poem that I wrote. I kept it to myself, just especially for tonight. My name's Alexis Palat, part of Fortune Society. It goes like this. You're so annoying, always reminding me how important you are. Every day you pop up. All I can do is take breaks from you. I want to go on without you. You in my mind, I'd be a fool to doubt you. You are the boss. I have to live by your rules. I've learned to love you. I can't replace you. It's me and you till the death calls our name. You are always with me. The hunger.
Taz. Thank you very much. All right. Folks, if we're doing something, we're doing it now. And we got to do it fast because you're not going to have an audience in 2 seconds.
All right. I got you. Shut up. Yeah, I'm ready. Sebastian West. Shut up. He's just looking up lit right now. He wish me luck. Lotus, you playing it? You playing it? But replay that shit.
Who that now? China? Bay? Yeah. Oh, sure. I'm gonna call you back.
We'll play back. Yeah, playback. Thank you.
Baby, I'll be straight up, won't waste no time. I know you ain't my baby. Do you think about us? Do I cross your mind anytime? I know that you're taken. It'll never change, 'cause it's always been that way, but you know that.
This is the problem with cell phones. Folks, thank you all for coming tonight. Yes, we're going to do this again. Folks, yes, sorry. Oh, we had one more? Oh, all right, make it fast.
One more person that didn't get to perform before. And afterwards, if you guys stay tuned afterwards, I just have something quick to say. It'll take 30 seconds. Just let y'all know. John. Plug it in for him.
introduce myself?
Of course you can.
I don't like that.
Just be like, yo, my name is.
Yeah. Hi, yo. Yeah. What's up, y'all? How you doing? I'm going to perform one of my songs on my up-and-coming mixtape, East Side Story. I haven't wrote it down yet, but I'm working on it in the head. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all hear something that ain't even gonna be familiar, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Y'all already know the vibes. Yeah, turn that, blast that, cause I'm about to perform one of my singles on my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Turn it up. I can't even hear. Turn it up. Start it over. Turn it up. How you just gonna? How you? Blast it. You gotta have blast it. Can I help you out there? The volume is on. Jonathan, is it on? Oh, you gotta turn it up. No, it's an Android. All right. This song is called Out of That Jam. All right. Look. Why you making me up? All right. I'm gonna get to it. Listen. I'm gonna be on my little Dirk shit. Check it. Had to get out of that jam. Show 'em who's that man. I'm the one in demand now. What? Had to get out of that jam. Show 'em who's the man. I'm the one in demand now. Yeah. Had to get out of that jam. Get out of that jam. Show 'em who's the man now. Get out of that jam. Show 'em who's the man. I'm in demand now. Yeah. I spent the last 12 months incarcerated. No longer aggravated. I'm glad I'm free. I just made this program complete. Now I'm just had to beat the street, put my hands to the concrete, had to make fly that heat. Yeah. I was in the lab working hard, writing breaking nights. It was all a struggle. I remember them days when I was in that hustle, and anybody make wrong move, you know I flex that muscle. And I ain't talking about Instagram when I'm flexing that muscle. Hey, had to get it out of the gym real quick, out of that tussle. And who's gonna be there when nobody loves you? Hey, yeah, had to get out of the gym now. Had to show 'em who's the man now. What? Had to get out of that gym, show 'em who's the man. I'm the one in demand now. Had to get back to the bag, wake up, had to focus, had everything that I had. I remember them days where I lost everything I wanted. Now I'm sit back, having everything that I used to sit back in the mansion. Yeah, it's all life is a struggle. Now I had to get through, that hustle. Now I had to get up and make shit so motivated. Nowadays, man, I ain't aggravated. Had to look on my shoulder no more. Had to worry about the low. I was facing 3 to 5, man. I thank the Lord that I'm out now. Yeah, thank the Lord that I'm out now. I'm home now. Everything's all gravy, but I'm still on point. Out here like a thumbtack. People asking me what I done that. Yeah, now I'm out here trying to get it. Never forgetting all where I come from. Everything's been living, and everything I done lived that. Everybody can't get back. Gotta go move forward. Really can't go back. Yeah, and when I'm out, I'm staying out. Ain't nobody playing down. I'm just saying what I'm saying now. Yeah, had to get out of that jam, show 'em who's the man. I'm the one in demand now. What? Had to get out of that jam, show 'em who's the man. I'm the one in demand now. Had to get out of that jam, show 'em who's the man. I'm in demand now. What? Had to get out of that jam, show 'em who's the man. I'm the one in demand now. Yeah.
Fire tonight. Oh, this is the last quick words, final words from everybody.
Okay, I gotta say, I've been in Fortune for about a year now, and Jamie's here. Jamie can advocate for me for that. There was a lot of beautiful artists and poets today, and I'm loving the energy. It's a crazy vibe that's going on in this building. My name's Josh. They know me by J Prophet. And, you know, I came a long way. I've been making music for a long time. So anybody who's interested in any type of features, any type of connection, you want to get into the studio, you need a photographer, you need a videographer, I have all these amazing connections, and I would love to get with all y'all and add y'all on social media and talk to y'all through text message and, you know, just get it done and give it up. So please, I got a notepad, and I'm willing to take down everybody's information. Just come see me. I'm going to be over by the staircase. And good night, y'all.
And also, follow me on Instagram and SoundCloud. Hold up. I am a SoundCloud artist. I've become a SoundCloud artist, right? And I got Instagram. Good night, everybody. But follow me on Instagram, Ra_Fuego, or Raheem Jadal on Instagram, or Ra Fuego on SoundCloud. Follow me. And Snapchat, Ra Fuego 522 with Snapchat. And good night, everybody. You already know. Thank you. Thanks for being out here, man. It's been a long 12 months for me, and I made it. I just wanted to say, hold up. I'm going to let y'all finish. But I had the best 12 months here, and I completed. That's what the song was for. Dedicated to me. I completed the program. I defeated the odds when my back was against the wall. And you know, I made it. Now I'm a free man in the world. I could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever I need to stay out that gym, you heard? You already know. My mixtape East Side Story coming soon, you heard?
Good night. Thank you.